Hello friends, welcome to the Fargo International Tournament. A tradition like any other, as Jim Nance would say. This is the second game of pool play. Minneapolis taking on the team from Arizona, the Junior Sun Devils, which is fun. Off the draw, here we go. One back to Hunt at the blue line. Tries to get it along the wall. It's flipped up to Hussey. Goes into the zone. Nope, stay there. There we go, trying to get it deep. Up along the wall. Here comes Sun Devils back in the Minneapolis zone. Whitaker will take it behind his net. Evades some traffic, gets it up the wall. Connolly takes him down. Hussey skates by the defense. He's going down the ice. He's got Achmonic 2-on-1. Minneapolis. Hussey is shot into the glove. And the goalie covers up before Achmonic could tap in a rebound. Good first possession by the Storm here in the first period. Line change out there. Suddenly wins the draw. Legault at the point. Down into the corner. Cleared out to the blue line. Legault digging for it there. Comes out, squirts through the middle. Legault right in front. He shoots. Save, and another cover up by the goalie. Viewing angle is a little difficult here. Hopefully the stream is working well enough. Face off to the right of the goalie again. Swemley sends it through the paint and ends up on net. The goalie leaves it there for the defense. Haig on the forecheck forces it into the corner. A battle for it along the wall. Comes out to the point. Legault keeps it in, sends it deep again. The Devils send it up the wing. Legault again holds the line. Arizona finally go. Can't get it out of the zone though. Swemley over to the wall to Cully Hennessy along the right wing. His shot, snapshot, is blocked. At the blue line, Rossman flips it up off the wall, and it's out to the point. Rossman keeps it in, trying to dangle his leg along the blue line. Legault will take it out to neutral ice. Legault winds things up and skates it up the right wing. Gets it into the zone through the couple of ways. Oh, a centering pass hits a skate. Another attempt. Haig on the backhand and pops up. He scores! I don't know if it Miles or Isaac got that one. As it flopped up over the goalie and ended up in the back of the net. Miles Haig right on the doorstep. Storm up one rip. Connolly off the draw. Ties him up in the circle. It's taken away by McKenzie. Trying to stick handle his way into the zone, ends up offside.
Keep working, Henry!
Face off outside the Storm zone. Connolly again ties him up. It goes into the zone. McKenzie puts the bouncer in on net. It sticks to the corner. Leo McGuire gets it out from the scrum. McKenzie with a one-timer. It went off the heel of the stick, stayed in the slot. McGuire comes back to play it. And Connolly forces a tough exit of the zone. That's offside there, right there, as McGuire forced a delay at the blue line. Line change for Minneapolis here. At least the defensive pairing changes. Connolly stays out with McKenzie and McGuire. Out to the red line, sent in by the Sun Devils. Louis Legault up the right wing, skating with a head of steam, onside, and carries it into the corner. He's got a couple of guys in front. Leaves it there on the doorstep. McKenzie scores! 2-0, Minneapolis. Storm boys have come out flying here. And Swemley trying to go for three. He rushes him off the draw. Cooper Hussey at the blue line sends it deep. They brace for it in the corner. Akmana gets there first. Tries to chip it past the defenseman, and he ties him up in the corner. He's digging out. He gets dumped. Body's down in the corner. Comes Squirts behind the net. Hussey on the forecheck. It sends around to the far point. And past Louis Legault, he has to chase into his own end. Behind the net, some confusion. Centering pass right there. They score. Oh no, some miscommunication. Behind the net. And he's left alone on the doorstep and put it back past Drew. Cuts the lead in half. So it's 2-1. And it goes back to Hunt. Haig gets confused there as well. It's another miscommunication. Arizona comes into the zone. Back into the corner. There's Connolly up the wall for Haig, who has it roll off his stick, sends right in front. Backhander misses the net wide to the corner. Whitaker there, tying him up along the wall. Squirts behind the net. And back to the corner, back and forth. This time, Connolly intercepts. Whitaker over skates, trying to get it out. Oh man, it's still there in the corner. Arizona looking to center. Dangles his way into the corner. Centering pass. Good stick by Haig to break up a scoring chance, and he goes to chase it down along the wall and flip it out to neutral ice. That's offside. Storm got pinned in their own zone there for a minute. Miles Haig, a great stick in the slot to break up another scoring chance. Under 8 minutes to go in the first. McKenzie, here comes Swemley. Isaac Swemley. He skates through a couple of defenders and couldn't center the pass to McGuire before he got tied up in the corner. McKenzie along the half wall trying to stick handle through, and he loses it. Follows on the forecheck, forces a clearance, which Rossman will pick up. D to D, it goes underneath Legault's stick. Louis will carry it behind the net. Breakout, here comes McGuire up the left wing. Rolls off the heel of his stick, he goes to chase it and gets it into the zone. Arizona has to regroup in their own zone. Swemley along the half wall, takes it away. Walks into the slot, he loses his stick lifted. It's cleared out to neutral. Legault has to win a foot race, and he will. He turns it over, though, in the high slot. Shot is blocked by Rossman, and here comes Legault quickly on a counter. Skates past the defenseman, walks in. Oh, and he loses the handle before he can center it to McKenzie. He does come to McKenzie. McKenzie with a backhand shot goes wide. Sun Devils trying to clear it. Banks off of McGuire, ends up down the ice for icing. No, good pressure by Minneapolis here. Again, keeping the pressure on. They're outskating the Arizona Junior Sun Devils so far. A goofy goal given up the other way is the only thing between 2-0. Keep the pressure on. Another face-off win. A shot from Hunt from the point. Rebound goes out to Akmonic. He gets it taken away as he tries to weave his way into the slot. Arizona clears to center. Whitaker up the wall. Akmonic trying a one-touch pass through the middle. He can't get the puck. Here comes Arizona into the zone. Good back check by Connolly. Akmonic flips it up and into the bench as it touched someone on the bench. So a face-off goes inside the zone. Goes to the corner. Akmonic flips it up the wall. Goes to chase it. Whitaker skates it out through a scrum. Over neutral ice and over the red line. Centering pass for Hussey. Rolls off the backhand. Kept in the zone by Connolly, who flips it back with the backhand into the behind the net. carried in and bumped off the puck is right there. Akmonic fights through a couple of checks, tries to center with the backhand in front, and it's intercepted by Arizona, and they clear it out to center, where Whitaker picks it up and cycles it around for Hunt. Hunt up the wall is Cooper Hussey who gets it deep. Arizona behind their own net. The Sun Devils up the wall, past Akmonic and Rossman. Offsides it is. Five and a half minutes to go in the period. Off the draw, Swemley tried to carry it in. Goes back to center ice. Louis Legault. D-to-D pass for Rossman, who gets it past the forecheck up to Hennessy. A weird bounce off the boards, though. Comes right back to Kino. And he has to cycle in his own zone. Cross ice through some legs. Hennessy up the right wing. Ships it in. Offside. Miles got a head start.
Let's go, Lou!
Draw goes through the D, back to the offensive zone. Legault up the wall for Haig. Haig gets tied up. Legault picks it up at the red line. He'll skate it into the zone. Dangles his way past a couple of guys. Walks in. Pass across! Hennessy late to get there on the doorstep, and it goes to the far wall. Dug out and goes behind the net. Swemley chips it ahead. Haig gets a stick on it. It comes to the half wall, and they can't get it past Legault. He carries it into the corner. Centering pass. There's Hennessy on the doorstep. A shot. He scores! Kelly Hennessy from Legault on the forecheck. And the Storm get their 2-goal lead back with 4.5 minutes to go in the first period. Off the draw. McKenzie digs it out from the circle, flips it up the wall to neutral ice. Comes in onside, picked up by Connolly. Connolly gets stick check, but he skates through it, slips it over the wall. McKenzie dangles his way into a defender, but he's able to get the puck behind the net. Chipped up and around. McKenzie nasty on the forecheck. It comes out, and Whitaker keeps the puck in at the blue line. He skates it to the top of the high slot. Shot his blocker to the corner. Rebound claimed by McGuire. He tries to pull it past a couple of defenders. Centering pass is blocked. Picked up by Arizona. They try to skate out through the middle. They lose it, and so they'll chip it out to center. Whitaker's got 2 forecheckers on him. Flips it through the middle. Connolly flips it into the zone, but can't get past the defenseman. Comes a counter. Hunt again as he falls down, leaves it for Connolly, who skates through a stick check and now carries it into the zone. Connolly flips it behind. There's a penalty coming up for the Storm as Connolly got tripped, and the Sun Devils will go to the box for the first penalty of the game. Three and a half minutes to go in the first period. Connolly there to stay and take the draw. Connolly gets it back to Rossman at the point. Rossman evades a forecheck, carries it into the slot, then he gets stick checked and loses the puck, and here comes Sun Devils on a counter, shorthanded. Legault getting back there to cut things off. Rossman comes over to play the puck and prevent a centering pass. Legault behind his net around the wall for Leo McGuire. McGuire chases it up the wall and can't get it out of the zone. Second attempt it does, now flips it over to McKenzie through the middle. McKenzie offside is Connolly by a nose hair, I guess. We're halfway through the power play. Swemley, Akmonic, Cooper Hussey. Face off won by the Sun Devils, but they turn it over almost to Hussey, and he has to go chase it down along the wall. Hussey wins the race to the puck. Tries to center, it gets intercepted and comes back. Akmonic backtracks and picks the puck up. He chips it into the zone, but right to a defender. Sun Devils break out. Hunt goes down. Arizona right there in the slot. Akmonic backchecks, goes down. He loses an edge. Penalty is over, back to full strength. Whitaker skates through two guys and he gets hooked. It goes to Akmonic, who flips it ahead to Swemley, and there's bodies all over the place, but it's a 2-on-1. Somebody's got Hussey posted up. He tries to saucer over to Cooper, and it goes over his stick. Hunt gets checked as it goes down the ice. It will be icing. .207 in the first period remaining. Again, Storm heavy on the pressure in the offensive zone. The better the chances, 3 of the goals. Connolly at the circle, tying up the centerman. Puck comes out to neutral, and Cade Hunt has to backtrack and go get it. Hunt with the forechecker on will carry it behind his own net. Cade goes home run to Connolly. He gets tripped. Squirts over Hennessy, going to try to win a foot race. He gets there. Wins it along the boards. Centering pass across. Kick to the high slot and out to... No. Oh, it did come over the blue line. Whitaker couldn't keep it in. So face off outside the zone. 1:42 to go in the first period. Connolly there. Take the draw for the Storm. It goes back to Rossman. Legault play a little back and forth. Up the wall for Hennessy. He gets it deep. Connolly and Haig go chasing the forecheck. High off the glass and out to center. Legault back to Hennessy. Right back into the zone again. Connolly, I think, on the last legs of his shift. Legault at the point keeps it in, but then he has it go underneath his stick. And goes down the ice. Rossman will get there for the Storm in his own zone. Just over a minute left to play. Rossman behind his own net. Skates it up the wall. It comes out to neutral. Connolly finds the puck, skates it around the referee and gets it into the zone, but that's as far as it can go as the clearing attempt hits the referee and goes out. Rossman cycles the puck up to Hennessy. He chips it past the defenseman. Hennessy centering pass off the stick of Connolly. He recovers. He shoots. He scores! James Connolly. That might have taken a deflection. It looked like the goalie was completely fooled as he was going for the glove save and it snuck underneath the blocker. So it must have taken a deflection through a screen, but JC gets a goal. It's 4-1 Storm, and they're right back on the attack with 36 seconds left to go in the period. Chip pass, here's McGuire, he's onside. He blocks in a shot, missed the net wide. McKenzie fans on an attempt to keep it in, but Swemley comes over to play it. He gets tied up. It squirts out, here come the Sun Devils on the counter. Back check by McGuire. It's stick through the middle. Leo McGuire, 11 seconds to go. Centering to McKenzie. Oh, he tried to flip it past the defenseman who come over and made a nice play with the stick. There's 5 seconds left. 2-1. That'll be the horn for the end of the first. But a great first period for Minneapolis. On the front foot the entire period. Pots four goals in the net. And take a 3-goal lead into the first period break. All right, back out for period 2 as we rock you like a hurricane. There comes Arizona into the zone. Chips it past Rossman into the corner. Battle for it along the wall. Picked up. Connolly through the middle. Has Legault streaking through. It goes down the ice. It will not be icing. Up the wall. Picked up there by Connolly. He gets tied up and it's taken away. Arizona comes down. They skated in. They have a little bit of momentum and it's picked up by Rossman. Now Akmanek takes it away and Akmanek goes in. He carries it wide. He gets bumped off and taken down in the corner. Slow to get up. Arizona comes back the other way. Sun Devils on side through the neutral zone. Legault lets them gain the line and they send it behind the net. Right in front, now it's picked up. There comes Rossman. Rossman, cross ice, Akmanek through the middle. Akmanek dangles his way into the slot, left there for Rossman. He rips a shot over the top of the net. Hussey hustles for the rebound. He takes a shoulder to the face. Here come Sun Devils back on a counter. Through the middle, it's off a skate, that's offside. And the whistle blows. Minneapolis, I think, fortunate there. They had 2 forwards deep as Arizona was countering. Off the draw, here comes the Sun Devils into the zone. Hennessy digs it out, goes to chase on a forecheck. It's flipped up through the middle. Turned over to Hunt. Hunt can't get it out past the forecheck. It's skated in. Good back check by Cade. Takes the puck away. And it's sent into the zone. It turned over. Swumley picks up the pass off an interception. He's going to skate it up the wing to Hennessy. Paulie Hennessy gains the line. He's getting hooked. There's a penalty coming up to the Sun Devils. And the defenseman's going to go to the box. Referee or the Arizona coach not happy with that penalty. It was in an armpit, I think is where it was. So another power play for Minneapolis here, up 4-1. Somebody wins the draw. Hennessy chips it deep. The clearing attempt is fanned on. Somebody picks it up and gets it back to Hunt at the point. Cycle over to Whitaker. He goes back to Hunt at the high slot. He dangles past the forecheck, walks in through the middle. It's loose there on the doorstep. Hennessy with the backhand attempt is saved. Hennessy again on the rebound. Comes through. Still loose. They score! Isaac Swemley pots a power play goal through a mess of bodies in the blue paints. Yeah, it's 5-1. Minneapolis. Off the draw, flipped ahead by McKenzie gets taken down. Oh man, McGuire tried to pass it across to Connolly. Here comes Arizona back the other way. Great back check by McKenzie to prevent that rush up. And tied up at the blue line. McGuire trying to dig it out. Carried in by Arizona. They chip it past Rossman. It's centered in front off a skate. Picked up by Connolly and a quick counter. 3-on-2, 4-on-2 if they want it. McKenzie over skates and it's going to be offsides as he left the puck at the blue line. A break for Minneapolis there. They had numbers. Another face-off win by Connolly. He's been absolutely money on these face-offs here this afternoon. Up the wing, McGuire gains the line and then goes into the zone. He gets tied up as he goes down. Up the wall, picked up by Connolly. Pulls it back to his forehand. Pass across. He tries to find McKenzie on the back door. It pops over the goal and sent around the boards. Rossman comes down from the blue line to play the puck in the corner. Absorbs a body check. Picked up by the Sun Devils. They try to flip it out. Hits Connolly in the back of the leg. And now it's fumbled with and carried out over center by the Sun Devils. Ooh, Rossman got a skate on it. Flicked it ahead to McKenzie. A little dangle risky. Another one. He pulls it back. And the third guy gets him. But it's kept in the zone. Connolly from his knees tries to play it up. McGuire centers. The defenseman doesn't have a stick. He runs into his own guy. He takes out two of his own guys. McKenzie from the slot. A shot is saved. Rebound cleared out. But kept in. Up the wall is Connolly. Oh, he dangles his way and he gets it taken away. Here comes the Sun Devils. They can't get it out of the zone again. A collision of bodies. McGuire ends up down on the ice. Spurts out to center. Connolly evades the forecheck over the wing to Legault. Louis Legault onside. Centers it across. Has McGuire on the back door. He pulls it back. A shot. Oh, great blocker save. Rebound comes to Swemley. He dangles his way in. Centers in front. Another save. It goes off the post. Great pass by Swemley again. Now here comes the Sun Devils 2-on-2. And look at McKenzie again coming out of nowhere to break up the rush and causes an offside whistle. Hendricks, McKenzie on the back check. That's about 3 or 4 in this period alone.
Drink water!
5-1 Storm. Faceoff goes back to Whitaker. Through the middle, it's behind Swemley. Picked up by Akmanik though. He runs into Hussey and he ends up finding the puck along the wall. He gets dumped along the wall. Down the ice, they have a cherry picker. It's past the guy. It is not touched. Should be icing. Oh boy, they had a guy behind the play, behind Whitaker. And the pass was an inch too far for number 5 to walk in alone. Seven minutes to go in the second period. Oh, geez. Brady's going to get a penalty for tripping. So first power play of the game for the Sun Devils. Picked up. Here comes Legault, streaking down the ice. Short-handed, but he able to dangle his way into the zone. Hennessy, his shot is blocked. Oh, he's got him down the ice behind the defense. He's alone. Legault gets there, shot into the glove of Fire, and he makes the save and gets a whistle. Face-off win by the Sun Devils. Defenseman carries it all the way down. Walks right in. Centering pass to the slot is there. His shot is blocked. Another attempt flips wide of the net. There's dugout right in front. A shot saved by Pyre. The rebound cleared out to the point. Another turnaround shot into the glove of Drew. A couple of good chances for the Sun Devils there on the power play. Sun Devils win another draw. Shot deflected on net. Pyre makes a save. Back to the point again. The defenseman walks into the zone. A shot is blocked. Hunt trying to dig for it. It's underneath his skates. A centering pass through the blue paint goes to the far wall. McKenzie takes a high stick to the face. No call there. Achmonic is out of the box. McGuire, oh, he gets taken down. No call there. Through the middle. And there's a trip. And we're going to go on the power play again. So after killing a penalty of our own, we go back on the power play. Off the draw, goes back to the point. Hunt back into the corner. There's McGuire. Evades the guy, walks right in. Centering pass goes back to Hunt at the top of the high slot. A tip goes wide of the net. Goes out to the point again. Hunt retreats, and he's going to be offside. Face off outside the Minneapolis zone. Same five stay out there for the Storm. Another face-off win by Connolly. Legault evades the forecheck up the wing. Arizona picks it up. Legault follows the play, and he skates it in through a stick check into the slot. Walks in. Oh, good stick lift. He carries it behind the net. Tries to center. There's a guy underneath. This shot hits Connolly. Back to the slot. A shot. Save. Rebound. McKenzie couldn't find it with the backhand. Rossman up the wall. He takes a shot. It's trapped underneath a pad. Goalie didn't know where it was. Oh, almost beat him 5-hole. That 5-hole was open. "12 seconds left on the power play. Under 5 to go in the second period." Swemley ties him up in the circle. Rossman digs it up along the wall. Achmonic keeps it in. He stick handles in. He locks in. He shoots. He scores! Penalty had ended, so not a PPG, but Achmonic makes it 6-1.
Way to move your feet like your dad said, Brady!
I muted myself for the encouragement to my kid, but everybody else heard it. There's Legault up 6-1 of the Minneapolis Storm. There's down the ice. That's going to be icing. Number 5 has been cherry picking the entire second period, and they haven't found him yet. .425 left, period 2. Sun Devils win the draw. They'll skate it up into neutral ice. Carried into the zone. No, stick check by Whitaker. Comes right back to Hennessy. Hennessy, that's going to be offside. Kind of stuck on the blue line.
Unlucky, Colin. Unlucky, buddy.
Connolly right in front of us to take the draw. Wins it over to Hennessy. Hennessy happy to cycle it back to his defense. Oh, it's turned over. No look pass given right to a Sun Devil, centered across. Back and forth, give and go, and loosen the slot. Hunt picks it up with the stick, and now it's a 3-on-2 Minneapolis up the wing. Hennessy has it roll off his stick, he follows it, and he's able to get it deep as he acts as a tripping mechanism for number 12. Sun Devils coming out of their own zone. Number 20 flying up the right wing. He gains the line, walks right in, a shot through the blue paint to the far wall. Hennessy first to get to it for Minneapolis. It's kept in by Arizona. They get it down to the corner. There's Cade Hunt. Hunt trying to dangle his way in front of the net. It's taken away. Sun Devils get it away. A shot, pass across it, pass across on the back door. It's out of the reach, and Hennessy tracks it down, gets it out of the zone as Connolly absorbs a body check. Connolly comes right back to James, and he skates it in, pulls it across. Oh man, he absolutely took a two-hander across the face. Delayed penalty coming, no doubter on the high stick. Yeah.
Elbow to the head. Late elbow to the head.
So I'm going back in a power play. That was as clear. I mean, thank God they're wearing masks, because that might have been a whole set of teeth that would have ended up on the ice there. Not sure it was intentional, but it definitely caught James right around the neck. So, minute on the power play clock. Once again. Off the draw, up the wing, there's Legault trying to keep it in. No, it comes back. Rossman comes in, that's onside, short-handed, they walk in, a shot. Missed the net, why? Short side. Good back check by Rossman to force a tough shot. Connolly streaking through the middle, he loses the puck. Sun Devils skated in again, short-handed. At the point. Dug out by Rossman. He'll take it behind his own net. Passing pass through the middle, turned over in the slot. Good back check by Rossman, or Connolly to take it away. All right, cross ice pass Legault. Now has Hennessy with some open ice in front. Gains the line. Walks right in. He's got two guys on him, tries to backhand center a pass. Comes back to the point, Rossman. Up the wall. Picked up by Arizona, and they get it out to center. Up the way, Rossman gets...
Come on, Rossman!
He gets rushed. Legault gets rushed. Pyre throws it through the middle. It's off a Sun Devil. And it bounces to the near corner and passed back to the point. Misses its target, kept in by Arizona. Shot from the point, sticked aside by Drew Pyre to the corner. Rossman rubs him out along the wall. And he gets stuck there behind the net again. Legault has got two guys on him. There's a crash of bodies, and it swerves over to Rossman, who sees some open ice. He'll skate with it, but overskates the puck. Regains control, looking for a guy in the back door. Everyone else had gone to change. Kino leaves it for Hennessy. There's nobody behind him. Here comes Arizona. Walks in, a shot. He scores. The boys got a little bit casual inside their own zone, trying to do drop passes and passes back to the point without looking to see if anybody was there. And unfortunately, the defenseman had gone to the bench, so a 2-on-0 breakaway, and Sun Devils beat Hennessy down the ice by another inch. If it was another meter ahead of them, I think Cully would have got there. As it is, 6-2 Storm. Minute to go in the second period. McGuire onside. He's got McKenzie posted up in front. Sauce's pass across behind Hendricks. It goes into the corner. Hendricks tries to return the favor, and he gets that puck kept in the corner. McKenzie again carries behind the net, tries a wraparound pass. Hits a skate. Comes out to the blue line, kept in for a hot minute by Cade Hunt, and it's picked up by McGuire. Got McKenzie, got Swemley sneaking through. Swemley is saved by the goalie on the backhand. Half a minute to go in the period. 3-on-2 for the Sun Devils. Carried in onside. Drop pass left there. A shot is blocked. Swemley's stick on the ice. Sun Devils below the goal line. Centering pass right there in front. A shot is blocked by Whitaker, and he ties up the guy with the stick in front. Breakout. Here comes Swemley. Cross ice for McKenzie. 9 seconds left. McKenzie trying to get it in. He does get it deep. That should run out most of the time of the rest of the clock. And that's the end of period 2. Storm up 6-2. Not over yet, but again, still controlling most of the offensive zone time. The couple of goals that Arizona has gotten have been on casual plays, we'll say, by Minneapolis. As it is, continuing to tilt the ice in their favor. We'll come back for the third shortly. All right, back for the third. Puck is down and we're off and running. Whitaker tries to send it up the wall. There's Cade Hunt. Over to Whitaker. Nice little DD pass. Hunt goes through the middle. It's read by the defenseman who comes down and picks the pass off. Carried into the zone and into the corner. Centering pass off a couple of skates. Hunt leaves it there on the doorstep. A shot is saved. The rebound comes through the blue paint and Connolly kicks it to the corner and out of danger. Up the wall for Akmanik, who sends it out to center ice. Right wing. In onside. And the whistle blows. Offside, excuse me. It was not onside.
Keep going, Prater!
The draw back to the Sun Devils at the red line. They skated in offside, but it's waved off. Whitaker cuts him off. Decides to send it up the wall. Haig out to center ice. Good pass by Swemley over to the wall, and here comes Hennessy on the side up the right wing. He runs into a wall of Sun Devils though, and it comes out to the blue line. Whitaker keeps it in and gets it deep. Squirts through to Swemley, who couldn't corral the bouncer. Whitaker kicks it ahead. Right to Swemley, and it gets its pocket picked. And again, Whitaker. His shot hits high stick in front of the slot, but touched by Swemley. Cleared out to neutral ice by Arizona. And he loses an edge as he tries to skate past Haig. Sends it right back into the zone. Swemley digs for it behind the blue line. Shot is saved through the middle. A takedown there along the left circle. Back to the point. There's Hunt. Goes cross ice for Hennessy. Hennessy, a wrister, shot save. Oh, Haig on the doorstep, couldn't hit it out of midair. Goalie has lost his stick. Hennessy again. Tries to center, it's bouncing in front and again goes through the crease and to the opposite corner. Haig finds a loose puck. Good D-to-D pass. Rossman. Oh, he dekes the first shot. The second shot hits the guy right in the chest, and here comes Arizona back the other way. Pass ahead out of the reach of the Sun Devil left wing, and it'll be icing as he had not gained the red line. All right, 9:46 in the third. Another few great scoring chances for Minneapolis there on that last shift. Great zone time. Whitaker, I think, had 3 puck holes at the blue line. Storm keeping the pressure on. Connolly loses the draw and the referee skates. McGuire comes down into the corner to take it away. Arizona breaks out up the left wing. Rossman hustling back. He's going to win the foot race to the puck. Carries it in front of his net. Dangerously, he's able to flip it out of danger though. Tie up along the wall. Legault comes back to help out. Rossman. Loses it behind the net. Legault there getting taken down in the corner. He gets back on his feet. He runs into another stick. Sun Devils try to skate through the slot. His shot is blocked. Picked up by Legault, and he's going to weave his way out of trouble. And Louis tries to send it ahead. Now he's got McKenzie, who tried to pass it over an open McGuire. The last man back got a stick on it. He quickly counters. Back check there by Legault. Breaks up the rush. Onside it is. McGuire up the wall and down the ice into the zone. Legault and Rossman, a little miscommunication. The centering pass is broken up by Louis, though. He regains control of the puck and skates it out over center. And he runs into a body check. And McGuire and McKenzie two on one. Oh, a pass over to Hendricks is just behind him. Hendricks picks up the puck from the corner, though. He tries to go high, and a glove save by the goalie. Trying to get it to Louis or Leo on the back door. Louis with an extra stick tap on the way out of off the ice. All right, the big line, Slemley and Akmanik with Whitaker, Hussey, and Cade Hunt. Sun Devils win that draw into the corner. Sent behind the net. Out to the point, here comes Hunt at the half wall to keep it in. Squirts through the middle, that clearing attempt hits Slemley in the leg. Goes to the far wall. Pass Hunt. Down the ice, good back check by Slemley. Picks the puck up. Skates it in on side up the right wing. It's dropped for Akmanik. He weaves his way through. Sends it over to Hunt. Oh, and Cade can't get the shot away. Arizona coming back 2-on-1. 1-on-1. Pass through the middle on the back door. And Hussey picks up the loose puck. He tries to go cross ice. Akmanik has open ice in front. Here's Slemley. Akmanik loose. Walks in. Pulls in the backhand, and he found it on an open net. Trying to get a wraparound, and he can't get there to tap it in. Out to the point, Whitaker holds it in. Shot is blocked. It hits Hussey's skate. Hunt up the wall. Hussey sends it to the blue line, but not into the zone, and it goes down the ice for icing. It's waved off, though, as Whitaker touches. Aiden Whitaker behind his own net, trying to fumble with the rolling puck. Ends up losing it. It's flipped through the middle. Akmanik picks up the puck, and he's going to skate at the defenseman. He gets it past one. He's onside. Oh, the other one goes down, and it gets trapped underneath him. Slemley comes back to play it. On the back door, Hussey, shot, save! Oh my gosh! Akmanik picks the rebound up behind the net. He gets taken down. Oh, and then Hussey with a cross check. The puck is underneath. I'm not sure who the penalty's on. It's going to be on Akmanik, I guess. So Brady's going to go to the box again for a rough. .36 in the hockey game. Sun Devils on another power play. Off the draw, Arizona tries to skate it through the middle. Picked up by Legault, and now he comes back shorthanded, 2-on-2. Walks in, pulls it back, a shot is blocked. Carries it to the corner. Goes out to the point. Sun Devils break out on their power play. Skated into the zone. Rossman will not let him drag it through. Flips it off the boards to the point. Sun Devils go D to D. It's fumbled at the blue line. Send it to the corner where Legault will pick it up without a ton of harassment there. It takes a weird bounce off the ice and now picked up by Arizona. They send it through the middle. He has a guy in the back door off a skate. Goes behind the net, picked up by Rossman. Flipped out to the point, but kept in. They cycle the pucks. Hennessy rushes him at the blue line. A shot right in front. Save, a rebound. Another save by Pyre, and cleared to the corner by Legault. Legault leaves it. He gets taken out along the wall. Penalty is over. But here he comes, walks in. A shot over the top of the net off the back glass. Tried to pull it back. Rossman there finds the puck, and he skates it out to neutral. Tries to backhand it in. It goes into the zone. Icing is waved off. 5:15 to go. Breakout gets out to neutral ice and down the ice. Icing will be called as it reaches the goal line before a touch.
Oh, cherry picker.
It's about the 5th or 5th or 6th time he's been doing that. Down 4 goals, I guess you gotta try on that.
I also bet their parents are annoyed by it. Because he like doesn't, like when you said like, play as a team, play as a team.
In the zone, Connolly wins it back to Whitaker. His shot hits a screen and goes off the goalie to the behind the net. McKenzie can't keep it in the zone. Flipped out to neutral ice. It's turned over to Whitaker. He gets harassed. He's able to get it up the wall to Connolly. Connolly through the middle. It hits McKenzie, skates, and it goes to the far wall. Hendricks chips it past the forechecker and gets it below the goal line. McGuire digs forward in the corner. McKenzie gets turned over. Oh, McGuire has it squirt through the middle. Connolly picks up the puck. Whitaker flips it ahead. Connolly over to McGuire, back and forth. Oh, man, it would have been a pretty goal. Holy cow, he gets airborne to try and truck Connolly into the boards. That's... Connolly has some words for the kid who tried to take his head off. I don't blame him. 4:22 left in the hockey game. We're at this point hoping to get out of here without any major incidents. Squirts through the middle. Hussey turns around. His shot goes wide of the net. Clears, goes out to center. Legault at the red line. Fumbles with it. It's picked up by Arizona. They skate it in. Tries to go short side with the backhand as Rossman had cut the angle down. Centering pass off the rebound. Picked up by Kino, but he's can only send it behind the net as he's falling down. It's loose in front. It squirts out. Here comes Legault. Legault is 2-on-2 with Akmanik. He walks the defenseman right around, carries it across. His passes behind Akmanik, and he tried to kick it ahead with his skate. Arizona has a cherry picker behind the play. Onside. Get back. The guy right in front of the net. Centering pass kicked wide by Rossman, almost put in his own net. Rossman tries to clear across ice. Instead tries the short side. There's Legault. Louis Legault onside. Skates through the middle. Pulls it back to his forehand. Hussey into the corner. Hussey trying to get there. He loses it along the wall. Swemley at the point. Happy to send it right back into the goal mouth behind the net. Around the boards. Out through the middle. Legault reads that and intercepts. Up the wall is Akmanik. Akmanik skates it through the middle. He goes offside. Three minutes left. 6-2 score. Off the draw, one back to the defense by Arizona. Goes back into the zone. Arizona winds up their play behind the net. Number 20, probably their best skater that I've seen, is going to take it through. He carries it into the zone and wide. Tries to pass it through the goal mouth. It goes to the far wall. Oh, it squirts in front. Oh, backhand shot just over the top of the goal mouth. Goes behind the net for Haig. Haig will evade a couple of forechecks, and he tries to send it up the wall. Legault fortunately coming back to help out. And it's dumped in again by the Sun Devils. Whitaker behind his own net. Around the wall to Haig. 2:16 to go. Oh no, turned right out in front. Shot is blocked. Second attempt picked up by Hunt, and he flips it out. And Cade is going to have a foot race. Tries to chip it ahead. Connolly trailing is offside somehow. Couple minutes left to go. It's off outside the zone. Swemley. From the near wall, McGuire. He dangles his way into the zone, goes back to the D. Picked up and sent behind the net, all the way around the boards. Rossman there, first to get to it from the blue line. Swemley sends it behind the net. McGuire, nobody there in front. They got McKenzie. Shot through and blocked aside by the defense. Back to the point, Legault. Oh, D-to-D pass goes over the blue line, so Minneapolis has to regroup. He goes back and forth with Legault, and up the wall, McGuire. That's offside as McKenzie got a head start. With a minute and a half left in the game. Up the drive, Swemley tries to backtrack and retreat. He loses in his skate. Here come the Sun Devils. Skated in onside through the slot. A shot saved by Pyre. No rebound given up. Tired bodies on the ice after a second game in a day. Legs are a little heavy right now. 1:21 to go. Off the draw, goes to the corner. Rossman picks up the puck. He sees a lot of open ice, so he'll just take it and skate it right through the middle. Keno Rossman takes it around the D. He's going to have an open lane. He walks in. A shot tries to go high side. It goes out to Akmanik at the point. Akmanik cycles it over to Legault. Legault again says open ice, and he puts a shot on net. It goes out to the point. Legault keeps it in. Louis Legault dangles his way through. Carries it in again. A shot on net. Save. The rebound still loose in the paint. Comes back to Rossman. It goes down the ice, and Keno's going to have to backtrack. Rossman goes across ice and does a nice job. There's two guys there for the Storm. Connolly through the middle, onside as he gained the red line, so no icing. Hussey's not going to win the foot race to it, though. And goes out to half wall, where Legault came down again to play it and keep it in. Louis Legault, he gets bumped off of it. He still has the puck on his stick. Look at the center, and it goes behind the net, sent out around the wall. Here comes Rossman. Rossman again loses it. 10 seconds left. Walks in. Good job back checking again, and the puck is loose in the paint. With 3.9 seconds to go. Again, Cooper Hussey. Excellent hustle on the back check to prevent another goal. 3.9 to go. One more puck drop, and we can go to the curling rink. Off the draw. 1 second. One more tie up. And that's the horn. Minneapolis, a 6-2 victor in the second down to pool play. So they'll go into the third bracket starting tomorrow. We'll post the game time and the location on the chat here once we find out. But a great bounce back here for Minneapolis after running into a true buzzsaw this morning. They showed another good effort, more good fight, and some more positive momentum coming up for the rest of the weekend. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow morning.